So it's January 2nd, 2025. I was listening to Winnie the Pooh yesterday, and I finished it today on my lunch break. That book was so cute, and it's such a comfort read, but it's a little different than I remember from the cartoons that I watched. So at one point, Rabbit, Piglet, and Pooh plotted to kidnap Roo from Kanga. Also, in this book, it was just Pooh, Eeyore, Owl, Rabbit, and Piglet. No Tigger. Oh, and Kanga and Roo. But there was a plot to kidnap Roo, and then at one point, Owl stole Eeyore's tail. Pooh found it. He gave it to Christopher Robin, and Christopher Robin nailed it back on. Yes, he nailed it back on. But these are stuffed animals, so it's just crazy. It's just crazy to read that. And I don't think that it was no, yes it was. I'm going to have to watch the cartoons again, but Pooh was a straight up fat ass with a honey addiction, for real. In one of the chapters, he fell asleep thinking about honey. In the first chapter, he ate too much honey at Rabbit's house and got stuck in his entrance, and he had to wait a week for him to lose weight before he could get unstuck. So all throughout the book, he's Pooh's trying to get into Rabbit's house, and Rabbit is my spirit animal. In like chapter 9, they were going on an expedition, and Christopher Robin told Pooh to tell everybody that they were going and to bring food. Pooh goes to Rabbit's house, and he's like, "Rabbit, are you home?" And he said, "Rabbit, are you there?" Rabbit's like, "Who's there?" Pooh said, "Rabbit, is that you?" And Rabbit's like, "Let's assume it's not and see how it goes." And then Pooh says, "I have a message for Rabbit." Rabbit's like, "I'll give it to him." He would not let him back in his house. But yeah, back to Pooh being a fat ass. So every single time he was supposed to give a honey pot, he ate that shit. So it was Eeyore's birthday at one point, and he was super sad because nobody knew about it. And Pooh got all his other friends together, and they were like, "We're going to give him presents." Pooh was going to give him a jar of honey. On Pooh's way to Eeyore's house, he ate the jar of honey, the whole thing. There was a chapter where him and Piglet were trying to catch a heffalump, and Pooh was like, "Well, baby, the heffalumps like honey, so we'll use that as a trap." He went to his house, he got the honey pot, and he was like, "Well, maybe heffalumps don't like cheese, like I don't like cheese, so I need to make sure that there's no cheese in this honey pot at the bottom." And he ate the whole freaking honey pot too. He's got a serious, oh my goodness, he's got a serious honey addiction. But there was no Tigger. I was so upset by that. But I don't know. Hopefully, I'm gonna read another one. I'm gonna read the one before this book, because in the introduction it says how, Pooh was Edward the Bear, and then he got the name Winnie the Pooh Pooh from the swan from the first book. That's what Christopher Robin named the swan. And then when he left the area, he took the name with him, and Ed the Bear said he wanted a proper name. And that's what Christopher Robin said, "Okay, you'll be Winnie the Pooh." yeah, it was a it was a really cute story. Oh, and that expedition was they were going to discover the North Pole, and they all went out on a boat. Rue fell over, went swimming, and once they got to dry land, Pooh found a pole that he thought would be beneficial on the expedition. And Christopher Robin was like, Pooh, you did it. You discovered the North Pole. And then they planted the pole and put a little sign on it that said, North Pole discovered by Pooh Bear. It's adorable. Seriously. Freaking adorable. Definitely a comfort read for me moving forward. Yeah, check it out. It's January 2nd, 2025, and I finished the very first book by A.A. Milne about Pooh Bear. All right, bye.